Here's your wrestling news for January 5th, 2022. And your headlines for today include: WWE had plans for Big E to lose the title. Who was meant to be the new champion before Lesnar? Two huge title changes rock NXT 2.0 at New Year's Evil. WWE receives another setback in ongoing tattoo lawsuit. I can do whatever I want. WWE on-screen personality makes massive boast about their role. Brock Lesnar confirmed for Raw appearance next week. Cody Rhodes comes clean about problems with AEW roster. Another ex-WWE superstar is all elite after impressive AEW debut. The Rock provides update on XFL, when will the season start, and more. We are kicking off today with Big E, who lost the WWE Championship to Brock Lesnar at Day 1. Lesnar was a last-minute addition to the match after his Universal title bout with Roman Reigns was postponed, and we now know more about what WWE's original plan was. Although a graphic shared by the WWE on Fox account seemingly spoiled that Big E was meant to retain when the match was between him, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Bobby Lashley, that isn't what the company originally had in mind. According to Dave Meltzer, the very first plan was for Big E to lose the title to Rollins back when the match was going to be a singles match. This was reportedly the plan up until Rollins tested positive the week before Day 1, which Rollins broke WWE's unwritten rule by publicly announcing his condition. It's unclear if Rollins' decision to publicly announce his positive test influenced WWE's decision, but it was after his test that WWE changed plans for Big E to retain. Ironically, it was another positive test, in this case Roman Reigns, that led to Big E losing the title, but we'll have to see if either he or Rollins becomes WWE champion this year, as was once planned. Over to NXT 2.0 now, as last night's New Year's Evil event saw a new NXT champion be crowned. Mere months after his debut, Bron Breakker has captured the NXT championship, facing Tommaso Ciampa in the show's main event. Their match took place without any commercial breaks, and in an interesting spot, Breakker kicked through an NXT-style X on the way to the ring, signifying a new era. As for the match, it was unsurprisingly hard-hitting, as Ciampa got busted open the hard way and was bleeding above his eye for a lengthy portion of the contest. In a tribute to his father Rick and Uncle Scott, Breakker won via submission, making Ciampa tap to the Steiner recliner in a true passing of the torch moment for NXT 2.0. Now NXT 2.0 is ruled by Bron Breakker in a match that the crowd were hot for throughout, and time will tell how the Breakker era goes after his huge victory. Breakker wasn't the only one who won big at New Year's Evil, as in the show's opener, North American champion Carmelo Hayes and Cruiserweight champion Roderick Strong competed to unify the two titles. In the end, it was Hayes who etched his name in the history books, getting the win after a top rope leg drop. Post-match, Hayes celebrated with Trick Williams on the ramp in what many are considering another passing of the torch, with the first ever NXT North American Cruiserweight Champion defeating a veteran of the brand. For years, WWE, Take-Two Interactive, 2K Games, and 2K Sports have all been the subject of a lawsuit brought on by the tattoo artist Catherine Alexander. Alexander's claim is that she should receive some kind of financial payment for WWE using her artwork in video games and other products, as she's responsible for Randy Orton's tattoo sleeves. Last year, it was reported that the two sides would finally go to trial on January 31st this year, but now the case has faced another setback. In a statement, Judge Stacey M. Yandel of the U.S. District Court Southern District of Illinois said that the trial date has been postponed due to the surge of the Omicron variant in the district. Yandel added that a jury cannot be safely gathered and the trial cannot proceed at this moment, and it's unclear when exactly the trial will next be scheduled to happen. When the lawsuit does eventually go to trial, the jury will have to decide whether WWE's claim that using her art comes under fair use, or if she's entitled for financial compensation, but once more, the case is being postponed. In May last year, Jimmy Smith joined the Raw commentary team, replacing the universally condemned Adnan Virk. Unlike Virk, Smith's knowledge of the industry and impressive performance has earned him praise and some very special treatment by Vince McMahon. On Renee Paquette's Oral Sessions, Smith explained that he sees the chairman each week at production meetings and is given free rein to say what he wants during national TV. Once I'm on the air, it's kind of funny. Generally, I'm allowed to just completely do what I need to do. If there's something he needs to jump in and say, he does, but it's pretty much the meetings before the show is where the vast majority of our interactions happen. In a company where the vast majority of on-screen performers have to recite promos word for word, Smith is granted an opportunity very few have, and his impressive showings each week prove why McMahon has such faith in the Raw commentator. More from day one as Brock Lesnar captured the WWE Championship as a late-minute addition to the event, but this reign won't be like the other tenures for the Beast. While Brock would often go months as champion without an appearance, that won't be the case this time around. Not only did Lesnar appear on Raw, but he's also promised to appear on this Friday's SmackDown, and the Wells Fargo Center has confirmed that Brock will be around for next week's Raw in Philadelphia. 4 TV appearances in 10 days is uncommon for full-time superstars, never mind a part-time superstar like Lesnar, as the babyface beast incarnate is certainly enjoying his new role. AEW news next, as the promotion has always sold itself as an alternative to WWE, who do things very differently to Vince McMahon's promotion. This may be true in some cases, but AEW still has plenty in common with their competition, including having its own conflict behind the scenes. Speaking to Fight TV's Fight and Focus, AEW Executive Vice President and reigning TNT champion Cody Rhodes spoke about the current crop of talents and how things aren't exactly always civil backstage. If you come backstage at AEW, there's no place like it. It has its own egos and problems, people not liking each other, but for the most part, that's the most team effort place that I've been a part of in my life. In his own interviews, Tony Khan has said that 2022 will be an important year to grow AEW's roster, despite many fans believing the roster is big enough as it is, and that several wrestlers already signed are going unused. We'll have to wait and see who exactly Khan signs to a new deal, but with an ever-expanding roster, AEW risks many more egos and problems behind closed doors. We don't know who AEW will sign over the next 12 months, but one ex-WWE name has only recently been added to the roster. During a recent AEW Dark taping, Jake Atlas made his debut for the company, defeating Serpentico, and after being congratulated personally by Tony Khan, many speculated that he was All Elite. In a tweet, Khan confirmed that Atlas has signed with the company, calling it a great AEW debut, and now the 27-year-old ex-superstar is now All Elite. And we're ending today with the XFL, which was bought by The Rock and business partner Danny Garcia in August 2020. Buying the promotion from Vince McMahon for $15 million, the league will return in the spring of 2023, but the Brahma Bull had a huge announcement this week. On Instagram, The Rock announced that XFL training will start on January 3, 2023, in 1 year's time, and guaranteed that the players will be the hardest and hungriest workers in the room. The XFL hasn't been a success yet, as the 2001 league was panned and the 2020 league had to be cancelled because of the ongoing situation, but the People's Champion is hoping the third time's the charm, this time next year. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.